Hey guys, it is finally Saturday, and I have my coffee and our canvas that we were working on before I was rudely interrupted because my computer has been acting weird and it just decided it needed to take a nap and it shut off. So I apologize that my last video kind of just whoop abruptly stopped. I'm going to twist this guy around and kind of show you where I left off. And I just continued gessoing once the video stopped, and I added a couple. I can't remember if I added the dangles before or after the video, but I thought they were kind of cute. So that's that. I'm going to spray this bad boy with you guys. Hopefully that doesn't take my typical hour. I have started another canvas, and maybe we'll get some work done on that tonight as well. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic week. Hopefully one that is 1,000 times better than mine. Week was going good until Wednesday. And then at 6:15 we were rudely awakened by the fact that my toilet decided to get angry and it flooded my house. And I'm renting the house that we're in, so that was fun. So I don't know if you guys can hear the fans in the background. I hope you can't, but yeah, so that's been my week. Still waiting for them to dry, and it's now Saturday. Just trying to grab some colors and see what colors I want to play with. Been talking to a lot of fun, crafty people this week, getting to know a few of you a little more. Should have wrote it down. See, and I've been so frazzled. I haven't been writing down in my book lately. And so I forgot, I think it's Crafting Erica. Oh, Erica, forgive me, because I'll try to look it up and link it down below. We all know how bad I am at that because I don't know how to do it or what I'm doing. But I believe her channel is Crafting Erica, and her name is obviously Erica, and we've been talking on and off this week, and I would like to think building a cute little friendship because I think she's an amazing crafter. And if you guys get a minute, go check her out. She did this like massive, huge, so funny because out of habit I want to call it a mini album, but it's not a mini album. It's like this big. She made it out of like the, oh boy, why can't I think? Yep, paper bags that you would get from a grocery store. You know those big ones that you get? Yeah, she made a big album out of that guy. So I've been watching her videos on that. And then I've also been talking to, I want to say your name is pronounced Gina, sweetheart, but I might be wrong. We've been talking. She gessoed her very first canvas, so I'm very, very excited for her on that. Can't wait to see what she comes up with. Now, she doesn't have a channel yet. I'm going to keep talking to her and see if I can convince her to come join us on this crafty adventure, because I have to say I've loved getting to know a lot of you beyond comments, you know, because before I would like comment on a video here and there and I would get to see some names, and now some of you actually watch my channel and you guys comment on my videos, which is amazing and awesome. And I just feel I'm still very amazed by it, and I'm very humbled by it. Oh, Gina, these are what I was talking about, sweetheart, with the, I just did like a little bit of paint that covered the bottom, and I threw some alcohol in there, shake them up, and you got your own colors. Now, these ones I did, they were just the flat colors, but you can buy metallic paints and make them shimmery, or you can buy, if I can find it, because I'm not, oh, yep, I got lucky. Eyeshadows, the shimmery eyeshadows, and pop them in there and shake them up really good, and then you have a shimmery homemade spray. And it's so funny because I watched like a million people on how they make their own And I don't know if mine is the right way. It's, you know, I don't think there's really a right way to anything, especially when it comes to crafting, because there's so many options. But the one thing that I did find in common with a lot of crafters is that a lot of them said use alcohol because alcohol dries faster than water. And I've never made one with water, so I don't know. I just went straight to the alcohol. So for me, it's been working out. I love it. I get to make up some of my... The only thing is, though, is that it reeks of alcohol, of course, because, you know, using alcohol, it's going to smell like alcohol. But so I'm just going to start spraying away and making some colors. And what else has happened this week? It's just been such an insane week. I don't know if anybody out there rents a home with a, what is he called? A property manager, I think they're called. But yeah, we've never rented from a property manager before. Usually it was like a buddy of ours who was like, hey, you know, it was just like, you know, perfect timing where we needed a place to move to, and a buddy of ours was like, hey, I have a house to rent, take it. You know what I mean? It was just, it's always been perfect timing. And so this is the first time we've ever rented from a property manager, I guess they're called. And apparently I have too much product in my living room, and I am running a business out of my home, which I'm not. So he tried to tell me that I had to pack it up, and that was really devastating for me. This one's kind of going to be, I don't know, I don't want to get like too personal, because that can get kind of scary, but when I was diagnosed with anxiety depression when I was a teenager, and it has been something that I have battled on a daily basis, and it is something that I will battle on for the rest of my life, you know. Depression's not a fun thing to talk about. It is not a fun thing to discuss, but it is a reality, and it is something that is a part of my reality, and I try my darndest to wake up every day and tell myself today's a good day, you know. And some days I feel beat down and I feel defeated and feel like there's no way I can win. And when he walked in and told me I had to shut down shop, I just lost my mind. So I don't know if anyone else can relate. I have a lot of crafty women, a few crafty men on here, and I'm sure at least one of you can understand how I feel when I try to explain to people that crafting is something that I've never done before. It is a new adventure for me. It is a new challenge for me. But it is something that I enjoy the heck out of. And for someone to walk into my home and now I don't own it, you know, I rent, but for someone to tell me that I can't do it, just, yeah, that hit me really hard in the heart, because this is what I do. You know, when I was working for Walgreens, I was very passionate about my job. I took care of every customer that walked in my door to the best of my ability, because that's just how I am. That's what I do. And so I was pretty upset when he sent us an email saying that I needed to remove everything off the premises and send photos for proof that it has been moved to a business location. So I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of feedback on that. I'm actually kind of hoping for it, only because, not that I'm saying you guys have to, you know, comment or anything, but I'm hoping somebody out there can understand, like, the hit that I got in the gut when he told me I couldn't do it anymore. My husband sent an email and said, you know what? This is my wife's hobby, and there is nowhere in the contract that states that we can't have hobbies in our home. I can understand, you know, you don't want guns in the house, or, like, and I mean, even that's pushing the button, because that's part of my rights. Not that I have a gun in the house, but I'm just saying, those are my rights, you know? So it's been a very, very tough week since Wednesday. Everything was going good. I mean, just, you know, a normal week. But, yeah, Wednesday hit me pretty hard. I have to be honest, this is the first time that I've really crafted since Wednesday. Only because of my fear of having to pack it all up, you know? So I'm just going to keep crafting, and I'm just going to keep doing what I do. And my next door neighbor is such a sweetheart. She's like, you know, just tell him that all that stuff he sees you creating, those are Christmas gifts. And, you know, because her mom works at a thrift store. I think I told you guys she owned it, but I was mistaken. I thought she said she owned it, but she doesn't. But that's beside the point. But she was like, I'll just have my mom give me a voucher saying that, you know, all those scarves that you made, you know, you're donating to the women's shelter. What's he going to do? Tell you can't donate to charity? I'm like, well, that's a valid point, you know, because that would be kind of wrong for him to say. I can't do, you know, something for charity, or, you know, whatever. So I'm actually kind of anxious to see what you guys have to say about that, because I'm sure a lot of you are, again, as passionate as I am. And for someone to come into your home and tell you, yeah, you need to pack that up. There's just too much there. It was just a hard blow. So, but other than that, everybody else, you know, we're all doing good. We're all healthy. I woke up today, you know. So I had one really crappy day, but, you know, remind myself every day I'm blessed, I'm alive, my children are healthy and safe. So can't really complain too much. Sorry about that, but I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I knew if anybody would understand, it would be you guys. That would understand my frustration and my anger when it came to this gentleman walking into my home telling me that I apparently have too much merchandise, which I just think is ridiculous. But, and I think the biggest thing is that my husband works for Walgreens. I'm pretty sure I've told you guys it's, you know, how we met. Well, they have racks that, you know, they'll do a reset in the store or something, and they don't need the rack anymore, so they throw them away. Well, ever since I started crafting, my husband has asked, you know, permission from his managers to be able to take these racks home and give them to me for use. And, you know, none of his managers have had a problem with it. They're like, oh, yeah, sure, go ahead. Saves us from having to throw it in the dump, you know. And I think because he saw all the racks, that's what kind of made him think that possibly I owned a store in Vegas and I shut it down to move out here. I honestly don't know what he was thinking, but I'm assuming, and I shouldn't do that because that's not so nice. One of these days I'll get you guys a room tour. I keep talking about it. I know one of these is I am going to break down and suck up the nerve to do it. I'm so nervous to do the handheld thing, because my hands naturally shake, and I don't want to make anyone sick. So, anywho, like I said, I've been, you know, it's been a kind of crummy week, but I've also gained, you know, some friendships this week, and you two ladies that I've been talking to, Gina and Erica, I think you two are amazing. Erica, I'm really, really, I don't know if we're friends on Facebook, but you mentioned that you would post pictures of your first canvas on Facebook, so if you find me, friend me, and because I'd love to see what you come up with. I'm like a kid in a candy store. When you guys PM me or send me a comment saying, you know, I think I'm going to go for it. I think I'm going to try it. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I get so excited and I'm like, yes, do it. Just do it. So when she, you know, she was talking about how she gessoed her first, I think she said it was a 6x6 canvas. I'm like, yes, keep going. Find random stuff and post it on there. You know, those papers that you don't really know what to do with, paint over them. Make them whatever you want. Creativity is unlimited. I think I'm actually going to call it quits with this one. I actually kind of like it. A little bit of gold. I think I'm going to throw a little bit of silver in there. Only because I don't know if she has gold or silver in her house. This is for my, well, mother-in-law. It's just easier to say it that way. Maybe. Okay. And I'm trying all sorts of different sprays. Like, Lindy's by far, of course, is like one of my favorites. I have one Mr. Huey's, and that's the one I just used. And then I have some Heidi Swapp, which I like the Heidi Swapp, but holy jeez, man, you gotta like arm muscle to shake the color out of it. What are your guys' favorite sprays? And then, of course, I have a couple of my homemade ones, but I don't know. They work. Oh, and I also put in a, because I just thought about it because I was talking about sprays. I put in an order with Joann.com, I think it was. They were doing a, like 40% off all of their scrapbooking supply. It was like one of their midnight spree things or something. And they have the Prima Color Blooms. 40% off, and then I also had a 20% off entire purchase, including sale items. So I ordered that last week today, and I'm hoping that comes in soon because I'm dying to play with them because I want to know. I don't know what the differences are, and I just want to play. So I'm actually going to call that one good. Actually, I'm going to get right. Let's see if I have a little brush here. Sorry, guys. Little brush, and I'm going to grab. No, I have enough gold on there. Actually, I don't even need the brush. I'm just going to take the end of this, and I'm going to swipe it on there. It's right there underneath. I wasn't able to, for some reason I wasn't getting any spray in there under my little button. And now I'm going to take my brush because I just can't leave well enough alone. Because that's just what I do. So like I said, I hope you guys are having a crafty week. And something way better than mine, because that was just gut-wrenching. And then there's one other thing I wanted to share with you guys. Oh, my, I'm trying to think of how to explain it. I guess the easiest way to explain it is I married my high school sweetheart, which turned out not to work. We were married, I was just over my 19th birthday, divorced before 21. Been together since I was 14. My childhood was not as good as it could have been. It wasn't the worst. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't the worst. But, you know, could have been better. And at 14, I ended up not living with either of my parents and tried to get emancipated from them and worked under the table, and I just saw it. Where are you? Sorry, there's a baby mosquito that is eating my family up, and it just flew right by my face. Okay, it's gone. I can't see it now. Anyways, so at 14, I tried to get emancipated, and I ended up moving in with my boyfriend's parents. I know you guys just gasped, right? We didn't sleep in the same room. I was not up for any shenanigans. I just needed a roof over my head. I babysat, I walked dogs, I mowed lawns, I paid rent. I gave them everything I had to give me food and a roof over my head. So, which they fought me on. They didn't want, they didn't want to take the money from me. I was 14. They just wanted me, their rules were I had to go to school every day and I had to bring home good grades. That's what they wanted from me. And they kind of became my parents. So from 14 until now, and I'm 29, just turned 29, I still call Melinda, which is my ex-husband's mother, I call her every weekend. We talk every weekend for hours. I still call her mom. She tells everyone I'm her daughter. And that might be weird for some folks, but for me, that she's family. And 7 years ago, on the 24th, Jay, which was her husband, was killed by a drunk driver. So, on top of the house flooding, getting told to pack up my stuff, I celebrated who I consider a dad, 7 years of his life. And so, because I don't like to say I'm celebrating his death, because to me, he's not dead. He's still with me. He's still a part of me. He is a massive reason of why I am who I am today. Oh, I got it right on my hand. Sorry, guys, that was kind of gross. Haha. I've been trying to kill that sucker for 3 days. Sorry. Anywho. But, so I always explain it as I'm celebrating his life. Because I don't like to think of how he passed. I like to think of, who he was to me and what he did for me when he didn't have to. Melinda and Jay basically took in another parent's child. And they didn't have to do that. But they did, because they're, just kind-hearted people. And, if Melinda knocked on my door today and said I needed a place to stay, my door would be open. That's just how close I was and am to them. So it's unbelievable that it's been 7 years. And, yeah. So, like I said, it's been one heck of a week, and I had no intention of it being, so sad and soppy. So I apologize that it is, but alright. Sorry, also had to get up to grab some lacy stuff, because I think I want to do some lace on the sides here, because, as you can see, they're kind of plain. So yeah. Oh, I'm so glad that I have you guys to share, just a little bit of my life. Because, I've made a few friends out here, and I talk to them, and they're amazing, the few that I do have. But none of them understand, my passion for crafting, or why I do what I do. And this right here is what keeps me from seeing a therapist every day. And this to me is a whole heck of a lot cheaper and a lot funner than sitting in an office with some random person asking me, how does that make you feel? So, this just makes me a lot happier. And sorry guys, I'm just searching through my laces trying to figure out, because when we moved, I threw everything in. It was such a, holy geez, we're doing this and we gotta go right now. So, yeah. I'm also trying to show Miss Erica that I am not trying to hoard my stash. She, that's not going to be long enough to do anything with. She's such a sweetheart, and she's like, I found a whole bunch of, she did a video haul on it, and was like, I found a whole bunch of, trims, and if anybody's interested, please let me know. You know, but her only rule is you can't hoard them. And I'm thinking to myself, dang it. But I don't really consider myself a hoarder. I consider myself uneducated. Because I have all these amazing products, and I have amazing things to work with. I just don't know how to use them yet. I mean, like, I see inspiration and I see, you know, how everybody else uses them. Like on a cigar box, which is something I don't have. Will that work all the way around? Ooh, it will. What do you guys think? I do that little, I'm going for it. Now the question is do I want to leave it white? Tis the question. Okay. So first I'm going to burn my edge a little bit. Why? Because you guys tell me to. No. It's to seal the edges here. Just in case you didn't know that, because I didn't. And my mom's a seamstress. You would think I would know this stuff. I didn't know. I just always thought my mom was too lazy to cut off the ends. But now that I'm older, I understand that it's supposed to be for, you know, fraying off the edges there. Okay, is my glue gun going to cooperate with me today? Sorry guys, I'm going to do this. Well, maybe. Can I do this on frame? I don't know if I should do this on frame, but we're going to try it anyway. So I'm just doing a little glue, or attempting to, I should say. Set that down. Whoop. Sorry, my gun just clicked at me. It was kind of scary. I wasn't expecting that. And where are my glue sticks? Tis the question. It's a bright pink hole. There it is. Let me go grab one of those. Let me not set anything on fire today. Not next to a lighter. Because that would be my luck this week. The way this week has gone, that I would accidentally catch the house on fire. Okay. Bring these bad boys over here. Just that way I have it if I need it. Oh, but now it's going to block that. So let me move that over there. And put that there. So. Oh, there's another one. Dang it. I missed him. It doesn't help the fact that I'm like halfway blind. So I can't see him, or like my eyes go cross when I'm looking for him. So yeah, positive note, everyone's doing good. Everyone's healthy. And, you know, we're doing okay. Oh, don't fall, don't do it. No, and it all just tipped over. That's alright. I'll clean it up later. Oh, I think he got me just before I killed him on my hand. Ugh, the mosquitoes are so bad this year. And it's still hot. Just hot. I'm still in tank tops and shorts. Just horrible. It's like 95 degrees outside, and it's, well, no, I think it's like 83 right now, and it's 10 minutes after midnight. That's just crazy to me. And everyone keeps telling me, oh, it's normally not like this. I'm starting to question these people. Because, I don't know. They're all trying to tell me I brought them the Vegas weather, and I'm thinking to myself, but it's hotter in Arizona. So if I brought my Vegas weather to you guys, shouldn't we be cooling off by now? I don't understand. And apparently the little girl is still bothering my daughter, so I'm just going to get the superintendent involved, because I'm trying to talk to the principal, and she's busy. The counselor that's supposed to be helping is leaving. She's going to start working for the college out here at ASU. So, that's not on very straight, and that's going to bug me. I don't know if this new counselor is going to be aware of the issues or the problems. My glue gun is driving me. Oh. I've also been, because like I said, I haven't really crafted all week. Been watching a lot of videos. I need to get better at commenting, and I apologize because I was never really good at commenting on people's videos. And I was getting a little bit better at it because, you know, it makes me feel good when you guys comment, so I'm sure it makes you guys feel better when, you know, it makes you feel good when other people comment on your stuff too. So I try to, out of fairness, because you guys take the time out of your day to comment on my videos, I try to comment on yours. And like I said, my computer's been acting really weird. It just shuts off whenever it wants to. Just randomly falls asleep. Does its thing. I'll look up, my computer's blue. I don't know what's going on with it. Or I'll be like right in the middle of a comment and then my screen decides to roll up and my comment is gone. So, yeah. My computer and I are not friends right now. And I'm hoping, because I see that I'm at 31 minutes right now, because of course I am. I am hoping, and fingers crossed, that this thing doesn't die on me again. Because if it does, I'm going to be really upset. Okay, and whatever glue stick I grabbed, that's the one that just leaks. So I have like a 50-50 shot whether or not my glue stick is going to work. Or if it's just going to run and keep running. It's going to be really hot. 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 Okay. And then I have to clean this guy out here. I need a glue gun that does not care the type of glue I buy, because I can never remember the type of glue I'm supposed to buy, and apparently I keep getting the wrong one. So I need a glue gun that doesn't care. Need a glue gun that's not so picky. Oh, come on. I can only do little like spurts at a time because my hand can't push the glue gun hard enough to get enough glue out of it. I hope I'm kind of sort of in frame where you guys get the basic of what I'm doing. I saw this on Amy's channel. May made it. She was doing this, oh my gosh, gorgeous, gorgeous canvas piece. I don't even think it was canvas. It was like burlap. And she took a picture and like put water on it. Was like rubbing the picture down and like made the picture look like it was part of the canvas. And because we all know I'm not an original thinker, I saw her take ribbon or lace or whatever it was that she used, because I don't know how you classify the differences. I saw her take this and wrap it around the edge of her canvas, and I was like, oh, that's genius. Why did I not think of that? Simplest things confuse me. Simplest things, I tell you. Simplest thing will throw me off. Just add it right there. Try not to burn yourself, because I do that a lot. A lot. And you know what's really funny is, like, I have really short stubby fingers. So I have, what are those things called? The little, these things you're supposed to stick on your finger. My fingers are too fat. it gets stuck. So I end up losing circulation on my fingers, so I have a real hard time using them. So I just end up burning myself instead, because that just, for some reason, seems like a better option than trying to shove those things onto my finger. I remember her saying pink and greens. I think. I don't know, this glue gun's, ow, killing my hand. Holy mackerel. I might just leave it at this and call it good. Oh, and then not to mention I jammed my finger on Wednesday. The guy who was extracting the water from our carpet tried to walk out the garage door, and I thought I was, trying to be nice to stop the garage door from stabbing him in the back. And he stopped it with his foot at the same time, and I just stuck my finger right in the door. Thank goodness it was my left hand and not my right, because I think I would have died. Because then I definitely wouldn't have been able to craft, and then I'd have been really upset. Okay, so let's cut that off. And what is the best way to do this? Get rid of that little tip. I don't know. I'm just going to try to stick it down and make it look like one piece, I guess. Aww, bummer. E6000. Alright. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to try to pick up the glue. My little door thingy just fell off, which is okay. It's like a hit or miss when I use hot glue, because I know you're not supposed to use hot glue with metal, but I'll be there just a little bit, okay? Okay. Can you go snuggle on Mommy's side of the bed? Okay. You okay? Scarlett's got her little leg cramps again. I lost train of thought of what I was doing. Oh, before I set this down for the night, oh, I just stuck it right on my finger. That's smart. Okay. So I just added this little trim. Whoop, wrong way. All the way around. It's kind of bright because it's white. Hopefully you guys can see it okay. So mental note, add that with that when I'm done, because that'll hold it down. So I'm just very, very impatient. I just want to go. You know what I mean? I think that's why hot glue is my favorite, except for right now, because it's injuring my hand. And it's not liking me very much right now. And I think I'm going to come back to these beads that I was trying to use last week. And I'm trying to figure out if I want to use them. Oh, not that you can see. Like, that's really bright. Whoa, where am I going? You guys even see that? Beaded trim here. It's actually a very pale pink, but it's coming up like pasty white. And I think I want to add it, but I'm not 100%. I'm trying to, sorry if I don't know if my head will get in the way just because of the way my camera's angled. I'm trying to picture it. Yeah, I don't like it. It's going to cover up the bumps on the little ridge right here. It'll cover the bump on that. Or it'll cover the let's try that again. The beads will cover the ridge that I like. So, not using those. Let me go check what else I have. Hang on one second. Okay, not an Amy video if I'm completely prepared. Right? Great. So I have that, but I don't want to use that. Sorry for the crinkling. I don't know if I have enough of this bad boy. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got. Set that down. And because I really want to add curls to it, because the photo that I'm using, again, I don't remember if I mentioned it before. Come here. Is the photo of my sister-in-law when she was really little. I like that one much better. Okay, so I'm going to use the flat back. Of course, you can't see it. It's like a flat back to it. And I'm just going to really quickly guesstimate if I have enough, which I have plenty. So I'm going to use that instead of the round beads. But, yeah, it just looks so, like, vintage and just such a pretty photo. And I'm going to start this on the bottom this time, only because if there's a gap, I don't want anyone to see it. And of course, now that my glue stick is coming to an end, it's running smoothly. Just kidding. We're not. I thought it was. Apparently, I was mistaken. I may not have put any glue down. Let's try that. Okay. A little bit right. Whoop, 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 not on top of it. There we go. And I'm just going to keep wrapping this around. Little goodies that I got from Tuesday morning. So, hopefully, this week I will get my haul from Joann's. If you guys are interested, please let me know, because I don't know if anyone would like to see a haul video from me. I'm more than willing to take suggestions. If there's anything you'd like to see on my channel. Not that I can promise you that I can do it, because I don't know. But I am definitely willing to try and challenge myself, because that's the whole purpose of me doing this. Keeps my mind going, you know what I mean? My grandfather raised all of his kids to believe that you grow old the day you stop trying to learn something new. So every day I try to learn something new, whether it's about my kids or it's about my husband or about myself or just anything in life in general. I try to learn something new. It might be something that is meaningless, you know what I mean? But I took the time to learn something new, and that is something that has always been important to my grandfather. I think I'm getting more glue on me than I am on the beads. Okay. Just keep trucking along on this guy. I have a very, very strong feeling that we're not going to be touching that other canvas tonight. Because I did a lot more to this one than I thought I was going to. Holy bejabbers, 45 minutes. Okay. Good thing there's no, like, I mean, I'm sure there's a time limit. I don't actually know, but I really am glad I moved past the whole you only get 15 minutes, because I'd never make it, man. I don't know how to make a video in 15 minutes. You guys are amazing to me who can, like, Josie. Josie shows a product, she's in, she's out, bam. And yet she's told you a whole story. She's amazing. Really? I just heard about your entire week in, like, 10 minutes. I need to learn how to do that. But then I get a lot of comments that are like, you know, I enjoy watching your videos because they are an hour long and I don't have to change my channel for a while and I just sit and chit chat with you. And that to me is heartwarming. So I might jabber a lot and I might ramble a lot and say a whole bunch of words that mean nothing at all. But I'm glad you guys are keeping me company and I'm glad you guys are seeming to enjoy my company. It is greatly appreciated. Oh, that's falling off. Just kidding. I didn't get there in time. I wish I had a glue stick that, or a glue gun that didn't run so bad. Because then I could be like a machine, just like, bam, stick it down. I have to keep my off. I have to keep putting my glue gun down. And I have to hope I don't tip my computer. Because, like I said, last time I got this far and it shut off on me. And of course I was still talking, you know, because that's what I do. I'm such a dork, I wasn't even paying attention. I happened to look up and I'm like, oh man, black screen, not cool. So that was the only video I've ever previewed before I put it up because I didn't know how much it had recorded. I didn't know if it was still recording while I was cussing out my computer. You know, I didn't want any inappropriate language up there, so because my computer and I had a talk. And it was not a very nice one. It knows that I'm very upset. So, at least I think it does. I don't know if anybody else yells at their computer, but I do all the time. That's probably why she just stops working. Because she's probably tired of hearing me yell at her. Alright, so I thought I was getting glue down. Apparently I'm not. Or I'm just not getting enough down. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to keep trying until I get it, though. I'll eventually get it. Okay. So, the canvas that hubby wanted looks really, 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 really tiny against our wall. So, hubby wants me to make a bigger one. That's intimidating. Because I thought these were big enough. But hopefully I'll get to working on that sometime soon. I have glue all over my arm. So, and that one I think, I don't know if I'll be able to get it on camera. Only because it's a 16 by 20 canvas. And I'm having a hard time with the 11 by, what is this? 11 by 14. That's what my paper over there says. I'm having a hard time keeping, well, and of course it's operator because I don't know what I'm doing. It would help if I paid attention every once in a while to the screen, possibly. So you guys could see what I was doing. But I'm trying to craft here, people. And I know my arm's in the way, I'm sorry. Possibly my head. I have to admit, this is the first time I've ever put flat back pearls down. Now that I think about it. I think. I could be wrong. Pretty sure, though. This is very awkward for me. Okay. Ooh, it actually, ow, ow, ow. Okay, give me. Just burnt my finger. But the good news is, this matches. Ow. Gimme. Alright. So now we have beads on the front. Kinda. Let's go down here. So beads on the front, and then you can still see the ruffle of the white trim. I'm going to throw this back in my little baggie. Maybe. What did I do with it? Where did I put it? Did I put it there? No. See what happens when you put stuff where it belongs? You lose it. At least I do. Okay. 50 minutes? Alright. Well, it is what it is. I'm going to, as crazy as I am, spray the heck out of my sides here. Not really. I'm just going to spray a little bit. And then I'm going to take a brush. And I think I'm going to do the kind of a pink and white feel. Forget the brush. I'm using my hand. I don't know why. And it's really funny. That's actually what got Erica and I talking was in one of her videos she mentioned that she has a ton of paintbrushes that she doesn't use and wanted to know if anybody wanted them. And, well, I'm trying to get into mixed media. And I'm pretty sure I just sprayed some Lindy's into my coffee, but that's alright, I'll drink it anyway. But she had asked if anybody wanted paintbrushes, and I was like, heck yeah, I'm all over that. I love me some paintbrushes. I don't know how to use them, and I have to admit that I'm not very good at taking care of them. Which, sorry, Erica, that's not what you wanted to hear, but I tried to tell you. I'm so bad. I mean, you guys saw with my stencils, I forget. No memory. No memory. Please don't be too dark. But, oh, maybe I should have done the green first. Because I can't see where I'm going like that. White. Kind of just doing a, can't really say pattern because it's not a pattern. Oh, excuse me. No, I did not spray myself in the face. I did get a little bit of the mist, however, because that lovely, ginormous fan. Ugh. Between my ceiling fan and the huge fan that's on the side of me right now, I'm trying to dry up the walls in my house. I don't even know what's going on. There's so many things happening. Ugh. Better. Oh, I just sprayed my hand. Ugh. You guys tell it's been a rough week? Been a really rough week. Okay. And I think I pretty much, so I don't know if you guys can see it, but well, just kind of sprayed. Kind of pattern-like, but not, I mean, obviously it's a spray, you can't really do too much. You can. I take that back. You can do a ton of patterns if you have a pattern. But for me to just freehand spray it and try to make a pattern, I can't do that. So I try to make a pattern, somewhat. I think I'm going to do, I don't want something too dark. Actually, you know what? I have this guy. And this is the Glimmer Mist, Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist Dazzling Diamonds. I'm hoping. Woo! That's got an interesting smell. Just to kind of, because I don't want my pearls colored. And I don't know if the Lindy's will stain it. Did I do this side? I don't know. I'm going to do it again anyway. Oh, the mist is getting me. Oh, no. I just ripped it off of there. Just kidding. Back to my glue gun. Please stick even though it's wet. Oh. It's a really rough night. That goes on there, that goes on there, this goes here, that can get thrown in there. I'm going to call this canvas done. Done and done. Is there a shimmer to that? Oh, a little bit. Look at that. What do you know? Okay. Let's do that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to turn off my light here and see if that makes a difference. Kind of. Not really. It's a lot less. Wrong way. So, lots of gold. Lots of different colors in there. Some dangly bits. Because I actually had them. Besides the pearls. And you guys can't see the shimmer, but there is a shimmer to it. I'm going to turn my light back on, so I'm sorry if you get blinded for a minute. And try to move that way, maybe. A little bit. No. Okay. So, I don't know if you guys can see. There's that. Okay, so it seems like if I point my light away from me, I don't know how you guys are viewing it. Wrong way. It seems like I can see the color a little bit better. I mean, a little more to what it actually looks like. It's a little bit lighter in camera than what I see in front of me. Actually, that looks pretty close to natural color. Not natural color, but the color that I'm seeing, if that makes sense. Because, yeah. Alright. That's the canvas, guys. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek. Let me set this one up to dry. The next one that I've been working on. I don't know if you guys want to see it, but bam, there it is. Some nice bright colors. Now see, this is coming up way brighter. This is anyway. This little section here is coming up way brighter than the way I see it. I see a lot more green. So if I bring it up, nope, nope, nope. I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. Yeah, see, this to me is more green than what you guys are seeing. To me, it looks like you guys are seeing a lot of yellow. That's so funny how that works. But here's the canvas. And I basically did the same thing, except I did more purple, blue, and a hint of green, I think it was. And then I did a couple of the coral drops down below. But that's it. So, can't wait to decorate that. I've been waiting very patiently. So, because I wanted to make sure we finished our last one before we started the next one. And I moved that. See, now that makes a little bit of a difference. That looks more green now. I don't know. I don't know how to fix the lighting. To fix the lighting would be doing a video during the daytime. I really want to get back into, not get back into because I only made one video, but I want to try to get into a routine of, oh look, Scarlett's taking a nap, let me do a video. I don't know how well it's going to work, but I'm going to try. So, anywho, sneak peek for next week because I'm going to be busting out a lot of canvases. I hope. As long as they don't shut me down. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Oh, see? I already forgot. I forgot. I'm so bad. My memory. It doesn't work. Alright, I'm going to let that dry anyway. I'm going to set that right here. This right here in front of my desk so I don't forget. I hope, because come tomorrow morning I probably won't even remember why this is sitting here. Anywho, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and listening to my very adventurous week this week and enjoying a cup of coffee with me. And yeah, I think that's it. So again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.